All right, it's time again for another PulseWave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Report. All right, so another slow, dry, boring, lame trading session. Not a lot going on ahead of the FOMC that will be going on tomorrow afternoon in the US of A. Therefore, let's take a look at where we are so far. All right, so we have MXC, which is MGC Pharmaceuticals in Australia on the ASX. And as you can see here coming into it, we had this crash alert, and you did get that downside production. Trendline support is still the initial target on this move. So we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. Moving right along, we got BBOZ, BBOZ, also in Australia on the ASX. This is the Beta Shares Australian Equity Strong Bear Hedge. And as you can see, it's moving sideways and not really going anywhere. You've been under the auspices of the crash alert, and you have gotten that downside production. I anticipate it's going to break out of this sideways zone and head south. So definitely be on the lookout on this one. It is moving down when it should be moving up, but when you're in a perpetual bull market that is being fueled and backstopped by the central banks, well, this particular equity will do nothing but continue to go down. It's just what it is, folks. I mean, any inverse ETF right now is going to be a losing bet. As a matter of fact, most inverse ETFs do nothing but head lower because most of the time, as you can see over the last decade or so, we've been in this mega bull market. All right, next we have here is NVIDIA. Here's the rally alert. Here's the upside production. You made it to the initial profit target of the overhead trendline resistance and also corresponding with the top of the Kumo cloud. Therefore, you're at a crossroads, a resistance area. Does the market pull back here now, or is it going to continue to move forward? Well, you got to remember you are in a bear market on the daily chart. All right, here's your bear. So I believe we're probably going to start to pull back here. Definitely going to be contingent on what the Fed says tomorrow. All right, with that FOMC announcement. So remember, that's going to affect NVIDIA in more ways than one. Sticking with stocks, here is AMC. Have a crash alert for tomorrow's trading. Market respected the support of the top of the Kumo cloud. The trendline support down here is the initial target on the move, though. So definitely be on the lookout tomorrow for a possible sell-off in AMC. Next up, we got Amazon. All right, you can see here, Amazon had that crash alert, got the initial downside production. Now the market has reversed and broken out, only to fade into the close. So it looks like the bears have a higher vantage point to short from. We'll see where this goes from here. All right, tomorrow is going to be a very critical day. All right, here's Ford. So Ford came into today with a crash alert. We got nice downside production. Trendline support here is on target for Ford. Next up, we have Facebook, which has just been all over the place and just consolidating and trading in a larger consolidated pattern. As you can see here, the last couple of signals it flip-flop, but the last one was rally alert. Market finally broke out and headed north. So right now, the trend is still neutral, but temporarily the bulls seem to be in control. All right, next up we got GameStop. So just like anticipated. Here was the crash alert, and here's your downside production. Trend line support around $100 mark is the initial target on this one. Next up, we got JNUG. So as you can see here, this one is in a bear market on the daily chart. Every time you get a rally, the bears come in and they sell the thing off. Crash alert for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, in JNUG, so tread accordingly. How about the bond market that just keeps on falling? Well, we had a rally alert right here, right? We came into today with this rally alert. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You got a slither of an upside production before a reversal. However, the bulls kept it at bay and kept it from continuing to sell off. Crossroads tomorrow. It's going to be a big moment for the bond market tomorrow. Is TLT going to sell off? Or is the Fed going to say something that's going to make the market take off? If it does, then the overhead trend line resistance around the $145 mark is going to be your initial target. So we will see. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. What about Tesla? Tesla's been a volatile one too. We have a crash alert for tomorrow's trading on Tesla. I think tomorrow's going to come down here and test this prior lows, getting you down here into the lower 500s. Then I think we'll probably base out and then come up here and take out the bullish pointer. All right. Double bullish pointer tops. Very, very rare chart pattern developed for Tesla. We'll see what happens. What about the mighty Bitcoin? Well, we had that crash alert coming into today. Got the initial downside production. Then the market tried to bounce off of those intraday lows, but the bears are still in control right now as we've hit a short-term top in Bitcoin, just like I warned you that we would. Next up, we got the Dogecoin, and you can see here we have a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. However, keep in mind you do have overhead resistance here. So it may be hard for the bulls to wrestle control. The last rally alert did not materialize either. So just keep that in the back of your mind. The bears seem to be, in the longer term perspective, in control, every rally being sold off. So we'll see if this thing can break out of the consolidation pattern and start moving again. Next up, you got the newcomer, you got DOT. DOT has a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. However, you did form a bullish pointer here. I'm sorry, a bearish pointer here. So this one could be interesting. Again, this is a new one. The chart is developing. So it's a work in progress. Next up, we got EOS. So EOS has a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading as the market is attempting to bounce off of the support lows from the trend line support here. Interesting how that one's going to turn out. Here's your Ethereum. Ethereum came into today with a crash alert, got a little bit of downside production for the initial start. Trend line support down here is still the initial target on this one. All right, next up we got Theta. So as you can see here, Theta has temporarily topped out. We came in today with a crash alert, got a little bit of a slither of downside production before now we got a flip-flop with a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. So Theta starting to flip-flop around up here, which is usually a sign of a top. XRP Ripple. All right, longer term consolidated pattern with a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. This is happening below the Kumo cloud, but above the trend line support. Kind of just hugging this this trend line support, trying to build a nice base for another attempt at a rally. So this one is looking interesting as well. A lot of these altcoins are just kind of like taking a break. All right, on the forex side of the pond, we got the Australian dollar. Here's your rally alert. Here's the continued upside production. Took a bit of a break today. I think, again, the markets are just really waiting to see what's going to happen tomorrow with the Fed. No one wants to jump ahead of the Fed. Canadian dollar is still selling off though. All right, but it kind of paused too. It could have went a lot deeper, but it didn't. I think it's waiting also to see what's going to happen with this Fed. So there you go with the Canadian. And then last but not least, here is the US dollar. Why did I say US dollar? I mean the euro dollar. Here's the rally alert. Here's the upside production as well. Kind of like backing off right now, but it is facing overhead resistance. Are we going to get a sell-off tomorrow? Tomorrow's going to be a very interesting day. Markets right now, you can see they kind of moved up to the that on your marks get set go line, and they're just waiting to see if the Fed is going to give them some news that they can act on. So that's what we are. We're paused. We're waiting to see what the market's going to do, what the Fed's going to do, and then we'll act accordingly. All right. So remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Smash that like button, and I'm out. Peace.